Hi, my name's Mark Hawthorne. I'm leader of Gloucestershire County Council, and I'm here today to take on the SoGlos 10-question challenge. So Gloucestershire County Council is the largest local government body in Gloucestershire. It looks after your roads, it provides the fire service, it does your local library, but it also delivers massive services like adult social care and children. So in every aspect of your life, Gloucestershire County Council is probably providing something for you and your family. So question number one, you became a councillor for Gloucester City Council aged just 22. What first inspired you to take this career path? Crikey, I did politics at university. I was really interested in politics from a very, very young age. I think I joined the Young Conservatives when I was 18. And so I guess I first stood because I had a real passion for politics. But I'm always interested in what people say about why they restand. And actually, what you restand for isn't that passion about politics. It's the passion for your community and what you're delivering for local residents. And that's what's kept me going now for the best part of 24 years. Question number two. You became Gloucestershire County Council's youngest leader in 2010, aged 34. Did you always aspire to go this far in your career? I mean, the first thing I would say is I don't think being a councillor is a career. I think it's a vocation. I think you really got to have a love and passion for your community and for getting things done within your city or your county or your district. So I don't think any of this for me was planned, but I've enjoyed every single moment that I've been involved in the decisions that have shaped Gloucestershire going forward. Question number three, what are the most pressing challenges facing Gloucestershire County Council? I think the real pressing issues for Gloucestershire today are about how we're going to grow going forward. We want the right sort of growth for our county. We want green growth, and that means we want to look at the environment, look at climate change, look at delivering solutions that make people choose greener, healthier choices. So one of the big passions I've got is making sure that we do things in a way that delivers for residents in Gloucestershire. So whether it's a mass rapid transport scheme that collects our urban centres, whether it's the £20 million we've got on our new cycling spine, whether it's delivering 1,000 EV charging points. Those are the sorts of challenges that we're looking at for Gloucestershire today to build a better Gloucestershire for tomorrow. Question number four. You recently approved the county's 2022-2023 £521 million budget. How confident are you we can successfully build back better for Gloucestershire? And that's a really interesting question. We're coming out of the pandemic. People want to think and do things differently than before. I'm really passionate about making sure we get the right sort of growth for Gloucestershire. And it isn't just about our budget. We've got £1 billion worth of infrastructure that we've managed to secure as a pipeline going forward. We need to get that landed. That's things like A417 and making sure that's delivered, or delivering the cyber schemes in Cheltenham. All of these are really, really important for the future of our county. They create employment, they create growth. And I passionately believe that they will deliver for our county. But it's not just about Cheltenham and Gloucester, it's also about some of our market towns and our villages, which is why we've invested £1 million in a Build Back Market Town scheme. And there's going to be hundreds of events over the next 12 months that the County Council's helped funded to help communities build back after the pandemic. Okay, question number five. The County Council has pledged to reduce carbon emissions by 80% by 2030 and become net zero. How realistic are these targets? Well, the first thing I would say, the County Council as an organisation has already reduced its carbon footprint by 77% from 2007. So we're almost nearly there at that target. But for the county to achieve 80%, that's just not about the County Council. That's about everyone playing their part. The County Council can do its bit, but local residents have got to make greener choices too. So our job is to make sure local residents can make those greener choices, and we're investing their money in the things that will make them be able to be greener and live greener lives. Question number six, you've worked hard to find the solution for the A417 missing link. Are you still confident that this will come to fruition? I mean, the first thing I say, this has been a long campaign to get the A417 missing link really delivered. But I'm absolutely confident now that this is going to happen. We've just gone through the development control order process. That's the really complicated planning bit that we need to do in order to get the permission to actually start building. And that I think has gone really, really well. And there's a really exciting announcement that's just around the corner, which I can't tell you this very second, which will be another massive win for making sure this scheme is delivered. Question number 7, 2 years on from the start of the pandemic, what are the key lessons you've learned? Well, I think we've all learned how to use Zoom, Teams, WebEx for us at the County Council. We've all managed to find that mute and unmute button, even though we've had to be prompted maybe a couple of times to do it. But I think in all seriousness, the one thing that we really have discovered is the community spirit that is in the heart of our county. Throughout the pandemic, neighbours were helping neighbours through some really difficult times. Voluntary organisations came forward and provided some fantastic support for those who were self-isolating. And even more recently, we've seen through the response to Ukraine, the lorry loads of aid that have gone over to Poland, thanks to the generosity of Gloucestershire residents, that community spirit is something that continues to surprise us every single day, but something we should all be very proud of. So question number 8, what would you have done if you hadn't embarked on a career in government? Oh God, that's a really, really hard question. I've not always been full-time leader. Before I was a leader of the County Council, I was leader of Gloucester City, but I did that part-time and I worked for a little old local bank called Cheltenham and Gloucester. So I did that for 13 years and got many, many fond memories and many friends from that. But what I've done, I suppose I would have found something that spoke to my passion. And my passion has always been about doing something that helps and impacts on our local communities. So if I hadn't been in local government, I'm sure I'd have been involved with local charities or doing something that makes a real difference. So question number 9, what do you love most about living and working in Gloucestershire? What is there not to love about Gloucestershire? It's got everything. From the roar of the shed on a Saturday to the lovely rolling countryside of the Cotswolds or the Forest of Dean. You can be in the hustle and bustle of Gloucester and Cheltenham 1 minute and then a 30-minute drive in any direction. You're enjoying some of the most beautiful countryside this country has got to offer. Question 10, name your 3 favourite places in the county. Do you know what? That is like asking me to name my favourite child. It's not an answer that you can give off the top of your head. But I guess when anyone thinks about their favourite places, they always think about those home comforts that mean something to them personally from where they live. And the first one, right off the bat, has to be Kingsholm Stadium. I grew up to the roar of Kingsholm every Saturday. You opened your window, if you live in Kingsholm, that's what you heard. Number 2, I guess it's going to be somewhere where I've enjoyed some really enjoyable times with family and friends. I'm a real ale fan. I absolutely love my ales, and I am so lucky that on my doorstep I've got 2 fantastic pubs, the Pelican and Tank. If I'm in Cheltenham, I always go to Sanford Ale House, another great pub with a great selection and a great atmosphere. And finally, I guess it's all about hidden gems, and we've all got our own hidden gem from our county, but the one that really means something to me personally is Blackfriars. When I first got elected as leader of Gloucester City Council, I was heavily involved in the Urban Regeneration Company, which was bringing forward this hidden asset for the very first time that most people didn't even know existed. I was really, really lucky to get married there as well, so it's got a real personal, strong memory from that point of view. And maybe in this video, a couple of people go and seek it out and find out what an amazing place it is.